Hello students. In first video of fourth lesson, we have seen climatic condition of Brazil. In this video, we are going to see climatic condition of India. See on page number 28. Study the graphs given in figure number 4.5 and answer the following questions. So that graph questions you should have to solve in math book. First you should have to see explanation, and regarding that explanation try to solve these questions. So see, India's climate is a monsoon type. Monsoon season just we are experiencing in India. The sun rays are perpendicular up to the Tropic of Cancer. You know that, which passes through the middle of the country. Through the middle of the country, Tropic of Cancer passes. As a result, average temperatures are higher throughout the year. Also, temperatures increases towards the south side of India. Towards the south side of India. In this region, temperature increases in this region, in southward side. In winters, the temperature drops to -40 degrees Celsius in Jammu and Kashmir, in north side, and parts of mountainous regions of Himalayas also. It is lesser temperature in Jammu and Kashmir and north side. The diversity in climatic conditions of India are due. Why? Due to the latitudinal location and altitude of the place. It depends on the height and latitudinal location. Temperature. The Indian Ocean and the Himalayan ranges exert a great influence on the climate of India and the origin of monsoons. So note down this point in your notebook. The Indian Ocean and the Himalayan ranges have a great influence on the climatic condition of India and the origin of monsoon also. So it depends on monsoon winds. It depends on climatic condition, and just it has that effect, climatic effect, because of all these mountain ranges also. Very cold winds blowing from the north are obstructed by the Himalayas. In the northern side, cold winds are flowing, and all these cold winds are obstructed by Himalayas or Himalayan mountain. Similarly, the southwest monsoons retreat from the Shivalik and Himachal ranges of the Himalayas. So similarly, southwest monsoon winds or southwest monsoons retreat, means get back, retreat backward from the Shivalik and Himachal ranges of the Himalayas. Similarly, all these climatic conditions changes when rainfall retreating on the way of retreat towards that Himachal ranges of the Himalayas, and because of the high temperatures in summers, low pressure areas develop in Punjab plains and the Thar desert of Rajasthan, and because of high temperature, due to high temperature condition, what happens? Low pressure areas develops in Punjab plains and the Thar desert of Rajasthan. Low pressure area means kami दाबाचा पट्टा of winds also. This attracts winds coming from the high pressure region in the old Indian Ocean, which starts blowing towards the mainland of India. So whatever winds coming from the northern side, it attracts towards the mainland of India because of that. And these moisture laden winds bring rainfall. So because of that high pressure, low pressure, these moisture laden areas brings rainfall towards the mainland of India. And because of the obstruction caused by the eastern and western Ghats, we have seen eastern and western Ghats. Obstruction are there. Obstruction causes by these eastern and western Ghats. These eastern and western Ghats. Here Sahyadri ranges are there. All these mountain ranges just obstruct all these flow of wind, and it rains more in the coastal areas. Wherever obstruction is there in coastal area, rainfall is more, and beyond that escarpment or beyond that mountain ranges or Ghats, rain shadow area occurs. That we saw that. These winds blow parallel to the Aravalli ranges. All these winds are just flowing parallel to each other, and as a result rainfall is low in parts of Gujarat and Rajasthan because of all these western Ghats, because of all these Aravalli ranges. Rainfall is low in the parts of Gujarat and Rajasthan. Later these winds move towards the Himalayas. After Gujarat and Rajasthan, their moisture carrying capacity increases and orographic type of rainfall occurs there. Heavy rainfall occurs there, and because of the natural obstruction of the Himalayas, that orographic rainfall occurs. So these winds return from the Himalayan ranges and their retreating journey starts, and while blowing from the northeast towards the Indian Ocean, these winds bring rainfall again to some parts of the peninsula. When just all these winds are retreating from north side towards south side, it brings again some type of rainfall in those areas. Retreating monsoon means Parakisa Paus in the month of in our area in the month of August and September. Retreating rainfall. Just we are experiencing that. And all these winds bring rainfall again to some parts of peninsula. This is the retreating monsoon season in India. In the retreating monsoon season means Parakisa Paus in our language. It says, in general, the climate of India is hot throughout the year. We are experiencing hot conditions throughout the year in India. Climatic condition. It is very hot. So, as the Tropic of Cancer passes through the middle of India, note down that Tropic of Cancer passes through the middle of India. India is considered to be in the tropical region. India is considered to be in the tropical region. Note down this. So, India faces natural disasters like erratic rainfall. Erratic rainfall. So, rainfall coming anytime in summer season also, as we are experiencing that means aniyamit paus, as we say that. Droughts, cyclones, flood, all these disasters we are facing, etc. frequently. So, there are 4 seasons as per our Indian Meteorological Department. Meteorological Department means Havaman Shastra Vibhag. We are experiencing all these seasons. The hot weather season, the season of rainfall is monsoon, the season of retreating monsoon, August, September, the cold weather seasons means winter season. These seasons we are experiencing according to the Indian Meteorological Department, is Havaman Shastra Vibhag. So all these are the characteristics of Indian climate. So should have to differentiate all the important points, all the terms, note down in your notebook, and all these math questions and graph questions you should have to solve in your math book. In one of next video we will just will discuss these math questions and graph questions also. So till you should have to read, do your homework properly. Hope you understood this second video of fourth lesson, and this is the end of our lesson. Then should have to solve exercise questions also. Exercise questions, okay, in your notebook, and do your homework properly. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.